Hello friends, no? So welcome to our next topic. Today we will be discussing another applications of first order differential equations, which we will be talking about orthogonal trajectories. So when we say orthogonal trajectories, no, these are defined as the curves or family of curves whose intersection point or on another curve or family of curves are perpendicular or it forms a 90-degree angle. So if we're going to look back to the applications of our differential calculus, going back to our calculus 1, this is quite similar to the applications of tangents and normal lines. Remember, di ba, in differential calculus, when we say slope, okay, when we say the slope, which is defined by m, right? So when we say slope, this is defined by letter m. Diba this is equivalent to the derivative of the function in respect to x or dy over dx. Okay, and this is we know that this is the slope tangent to the function, which is usually we define as m tangent. Okay, and if we're going to find the normal line, okay, the normal line to the tangent line, we are just going to get what? The negative reciprocal of the slope of the tangent line. So that we will be able to get our slope of the normal line. Okay? So which is equivalent to what? To negative dx over dy. Since we defined the slope, okay, of the tangent line be equal to dy over dx. So ganun din yung gagawin natin for families of curves. Rather for orthogonal trajectories if we're going to find the families of curves that is orthogonal to another family of curves. Okay? So let's try this one, no? So we have our first example. Find the family of curves orthogonal to the curves of y is equal to mx. So, before we solve, let us first visualize ano ba yung sinasabi kong orthogonal trajectory. Okay, so let's say I have this line. Okay, or let me draw the Cartesian plane. Okay, and when we say y is equal to mx, these are what? These are the lines that passes through the origin. Diba? Regardless kung anong position, basta it passes through the origin. Ayan. Kasi I'm just drawing the different families of curves that satisfies the given condition, ha? Ayan. Let's say these green lines are our y is equal to mx. Diba? And we're going to find ano yung mga curves, diba? It can be a circle, it can be a hyperbola, it can be a parabola, it can be a ellipse or random curves. No, that when intersects in any point, in any given point in these lines will always form a perpendicular line. No, so sige, let us try to solve. So first ang gagawin natin, okay, so syempre from our given function y is equal to mx, the first step that we're going to do is get the derivative in respect to x, no? So let us get the derivative in respect to x. So this is d over dx. Okay, so we will arrive with what? Dy over dx is equal to m times the derivative of x in respect to x, which is 1. By the way, m is a constant, no? Alam naman natin na arbitrary constant yung m natin, so wala tayong gagawing differentiation doon, no? Hindi siya affected. Okay? So, simply to say dy over dx is equal to what? Is equal to m. And of course, hindi natin kailangan si m. No, hindi natin kailangan si m sa solution natin. So, we're going to substitute m, but with what? That is the question. So, saan natin siya kukunin? From the given function. So, since we have y is equal to mx, divide both sides by x. So, we will arrive with what? Y over x is equal to m. So, substitute the value of m in our differential equation. So we have what? dy over dx is equal to y over x. Now, this is the slope. Okay, this is the slope of the given function. But remember, we're looking for the orthogonal trajectory, not the original curve, no? So, i-apply natin yung sinabi ko kanina, no? Kukunin natin ngayon yung negative reciprocal ng slope, no? So, going to the orthogonal, okay? So, finding the orthogonal, okay, so we will have, substitute natin si dy over dx ng alin? Okay, so we will be substituting with negative dx over dy. Okay, so yan yung gagawin natin when we are finding the orthogonal trajectory. So we have negative dx over dy is equivalent to y over x. Okay, so now, after we have substituted our negative reciprocal of the slope, okay, we're going to solve for the differential equation, of course. No? So we have negative x dx. By the way, we are going to use variable separable, obviously, no? So how did we arrive at this equation? So we're just going to multiply x dy on both sides para makancel natin to, and also with this one. So we have negative x dx is equal to y dy. Then let's integrate. No, integrate natin. So we have, what is the integral of negative x dx? So of course, that's negative 1/2 x squared is equal to negative 1/2 y squared plus c. Okay, so simplifying, we're going to what? Multiply negative 2 for us to be able to cancel out yung negatives dito sa left side, and masimplify natin, matanggal yung denominator sa right side. Okay, so we will have what? So we have x squared is equal to negative y squared plus negative 2 times c. Okay, however, we know that negative 2 times c is just will yield to another arbitrary constant. So, magiging c lang siya. Okay, so therefore, we have x squared is equal to negative y squared is equal to c. Plus c rather, sorry. So that is plus c. Then, transpose negative y squared dun sa kabilang side, no? So, therefore, we have x squared plus y squared is equal to c. Now, these are the families of curves that are orthogonal to y is equal to mx, no? And if we're going to analyze, no, if we're going to look at the form of the equation, these are what? These are circles, okay, if c is equal to r squared. Kasi diba, if c is equal to r squared, therefore we are going to get x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, which is the general formula of circles having the center at the origin. No, so therefore, yung mga orthogonal na ano natin dito, let's just put some shapes. Hindi na pala. No, yung mga orthogonal na, yung tinutukoy natin na orthogonal trajectories dito are what? Are circles actually. Ayan, no? Ayusin lang natin. Kumari, ayusin natin. Ayaw Ayan, no? So, kailangan mag-center. Let's make this as center as possible. Yun, no? Ayan, no? So, yan yung mga, yan yung mga tinatawag na orthogonal trajectories. Kasi bakit? Let's say at this point, okay, at this point, there is a perpendicular angle that is formed, okay, between the two curves, no? Yung ating y is equal to mx at saka yung alin? Yung x squared plus y squared is equal to c natin, which is c is equal to r squared. Okay? So, that is the idea behind orthogonal trajectories. Okay? So, again, recap, no? Just first, get the derivative in respect to x, no? Or depende, no? Basta, usually naman, we evaluate our functions in terms of x. Then, after we find the differential equation or the slope, no? Yung slope natin, we're going to find the orthogonal trajectory na, no? Which is, we're going to substitute dy over dx with negative dx over dy. Okay, then solve for the resulting differential equation. Okay, so that is for the first example. Let's have our second example. Sabi dito, no, find the orthogonal trajectories of the hyperbola x squared minus y squared is equal to ky. Okay? So, sulat lang natin. Hindi ko na i-drawing yung graph. Diretso na tayo sa solution. Okay, at least you already have the idea. Kasi hindi naman masyado important yung graph, I guess. Unless tinatanong, no? So, well, you can always check the graph, no, using elementary curve sketching. Okay? So, we have x squared minus y squared is equal to ky, no? So let us evaluate, no? Let us solve the equation, or rather get the derivative of the equation in respect to x. D over dx. Okay, so we have 2x minus 2y y prime. Okay, we know na ang derivative ng y squared is 2y prime. Of course, implicit differentiation. Then you have ky prime, no? So, then, what we're going to do is, we're going to isolate, no? Isolate yung ating, ang tawag dito, yung k. Kailangan natin kasi ma-simplify yung k. Okay? Rather, ma-isolate yung k para ma-substitute natin. Kasi, this one, our k is equivalent to what? X squared minus y squared over y, no? So, ayun. Okay? So, lipat ko si k sa kabila. So, we have 2x minus 2y y prime minus ky prime is equal to 0. Okay? Then, of course, pagsamahin natin para ma-factor, rather, i-factor out natin yung y prime para mahiwalay natin. So, we have 2x minus y prime times 2y plus k. Okay, then, lipat nyo ulit sa kabila para ma-isolate. So, we have 2x is equal to y prime times 2y plus k. Okay, then divide both sides by 2y plus k as well as with this one, 2y plus k. So, cancel out yung yung right hand side natin, may iiwan si y prime. So, we have y prime is equivalent to what? 2x over 2y plus k. However, sabi nga natin, hindi natin kailangan si k. So, we're going to substitute k with x squared minus y squared all over y. So, we have y prime is equal to 2x over 2y plus x squared minus y squared over y. Okay? Then, let's get the LCD. Simplify natin yung denominator. So, we will arrive with 2x over 2y times y. So, that is y squared plus x squared minus y squared all over y. Okay? So, since complex fraction to and yung ating complexity is nasa denominator, multiply mo yung denominator sa numerator para ma-simplify mo. So, we have what? 2xy over x squared, 2y squared minus y squared, so that is positive y squared. Okay, so this is our y prime. Okay, so this is the slope of the hyperbola. But remember, we're looking for the orthogonal trajectory, so we're going to substitute what? Y prime with, or dy over dx with what? Going to substitute with negative dx over dy. Okay, so we have negative dx over dy is equivalent to 2xy over x squared plus y squared. Okay, so what type of differential equation do we have in this case, no? So this is more or less exact or non-exact, no? So, hindi lang po puro Varcep, no? It can be any form, depende kung ano yung makakuha ninyong differential equation. Okay? So, game, let us simplify. So, we have negative x squared plus y squared dx is equal to 2xy dy. So, we have what? x squared plus y squared dx. Bakit po siya naging positive? Nilipat ko siya dito sa kabila. Okay, then apply reflexive property. No, para mapunta sa left lahat ng mga terms natin. Then we have plus 2xy dy is equivalent to 0. No? So, solving for the exactness, no? Of course, hindi tayo pwede mag-proceed sa exact solution natin kung hindi natin matetest yung exactness niya. So, we have a, yung nakakabit ka dx, so that is x squared plus y squared. So, let's get a partial derivative, no? In respect to y. So, magzi-0 sa x squared. Then, partial derivative, we have 2y. No? So, in respect to y. Then we have for b, that is 2xy. So, let's get the partial derivative in respect to x. Okay. Tingnan, ilagay natin. So, this is partial y. Then, of course, this is partial x. Okay. So, we have, this will become 2y. So, since they are equal, no, this is exact. Okay. So, we can proceed with the exact solution. So, we have psi x is equivalent to yung a natin, no? So, that is x squared plus y squared. So, of course, let's get the integral in terms of dx. Okay? So, we have psi is equivalent to integral ng x squared dx. So, that is 1/3 x cubed. Then, we have plus xy squared. Plus, of course, our f of y. Okay, then let's get the partial derivative. Okay, in respect to y. Okay, so we have psi y is equivalent to, so of course this one will become 0, no? Kasi wala naman siyang y. Okay, so we have 0 plus, so eto meron tayong y dito, so treat x as a constant, so we have x times derivative ng y squared, that is 2y plus f prime of y. Okay, so therefore we have 2xy plus f prime of y. Of course, we're going to equate this with what? With b. No? Dito natin siya i-equate. So we have 2xy. So we have 2xy on both sides having the same sign. Okay, so they will cancel out. So therefore, we have f prime of y is equal to 0. And if we're going to get the integral, of course, this will still yield to 0. F of y is 0. So therefore, we have psi is equivalent to 1/3 x cubed plus xy squared. Of course, this will be equal to c. And ayaw natin ng meron denominator, so let us multiply with 3. So therefore, we have x cubed plus 3xy squared is equal to 3 times c, again, arbitrary constant, multiply to another constant will yield to another arbitrary constant. So this will just be c. So therefore, this is the solution to the orthogonal trajectory na pinapahanap sa ating problem, no? So, yan. Okay? So, it depends, no? Kung kapag Varcep, of course, mas mabilis, no? Kapag homogeneous, medyo mas mahaba ng konti sa Varcep, then exact. Depende, no? Kung ano man yung lalabas. Kaya dapat, you are very familiar with the forms of the differential equations para hindi kayo malito, no? Kung ano yung gagamitin niyo. Okay? So, yeah. Let's have our last example, no? So, we have find the orthogonal trajectories of the curve A is equal to r squared cosine theta. So, medyo maiiba yung rules natin dito, no? Bakit? Remember, we have r and we have theta. So, this is what? This is in polar form or polar coordinates. Okay? And iba ang rules of orthogonal trajectories ng polar form sa rectangular form or sa rectangular coordinates. Ano ba yung rectangular coordinates natin? When we say rectangular coordinates, okay, yan yung mga alam natin na f of xy. Okay, and kapag polar, okay, polar coordinates, Ito yung hinahanap natin na f of r theta. No, yan yung alam natin na f of r theta. Okay, kaya ito, papakita natin kung ano yung pinagkaiba nila sa solution. Okay, so first, same steps applies, magkakaiba lang tayo sa orthogonality. No, doon tayo magkakaroon ng pagkakaiba. So we have our given equation A is equal to r squared cosine theta. Okay, of course, we need to find we're going to get rather the derivative. Now, the question is saan? No? Saan natin kukunin? So, dito in this case, usually no for polar forms, we're getting the derivative in terms of theta, okay, instead of r. Okay? So, correction here, this is r theta. Theta r pala, sorry. Ayan. Okay? So, game. But of course, since this is a polar form, no, it would be easier if we're going to apply laws of logarithms. No, applyan natin logarithms to para mas madali natin ma-evaluate. So from our basic form, no, so we're going to apply the natural logarithm. Okay? And alam natin, if we have multiplication in the internal function of the ln, pwede natin siya paghiwalayin with plus. Okay, so we have ln of a is equal to ln of r squared plus ln of cosine theta. Okay? So, then you're going to get the derivative. Okay? Mas madali. Of course, ln a is a constant, no? So, therefore, this will be 0. Okay? So, this will be 0. Then, let's get the derivative of ln r squared. We know that if we're going to get the derivative, okay, of ln u, this is equivalent to what? Diba? This is du over u. Okay, so what is the derivative of r squared? So, that is 2r, r theta. Huwag nyo kakalimutan, r prime pala, sorry. The r prime, since we're getting the derivative in terms of theta, r prime is dr over d theta. Yan, huwag nyo kakalimutan yan. Okay, so over, of course, yung base function natin, which is r squared. Then we have plus, okay, the derivative of cosine theta, so that is negative sine theta. Wala ng d theta, sine theta lang, since we are getting the derivative in respect to theta. Okay, over cosine theta. Okay, let us simplify. So, we know r over r squared, tanggal yung isang r sa denominator. Then, cancel yung nasa numerator. Okay, then we have sine theta over cosine theta. This is equivalent to what? This is equivalent to tangent theta. Diba sa tawag dito sa trigonometric identities natin. Okay, so therefore, we have 0 is equivalent to 2 over r, that is dr over d theta, minus tangent theta. Lipat natin si tangent theta sa kabila. So, we have 2 over r dr over d theta is equivalent to positive tangent theta na. Kasi nilipat na nga natin siya sa kabila. Then, apply reflexive property of equality. No? So, then, ayaw natin na may kasama si dr over d theta. No? So, let's multiply r over 2 para cancel yun nandito sa kabila. So, therefore, we have what? dr over d theta is equivalent to 1/2 r tangent theta. Okay? So, yan ang ating slope, no, of our polar function. Okay? Then, let's get the orthogonal trajectory. Ito yung sinasabi ko, medyo may iba ng kaunti yung rules natin, no? If sa rectangular coordinates, okay, sa rectangular coordinates, ang ating pagka kinukuha natin orthogonality, di ba, negative dx over dy lang. Okay, for polar coordinates, hindi. Okay, ano ang equivalent ito to? That is negative r squared d theta over dr. Okay, yan ang ipapalit natin. Hindi siya simpleng negative reciprocal lang, no? Since we're talking about polar functions or polar coordinates. Okay, ito ang gagamitin natin. Okay, yan ang gagamitin natin. So therefore, substitute natin, we have negative r squared d theta over dr. That is equivalent to 1/2 r times tangent theta. Okay, then let's solve. No? So obviously this is variable separable. Okay, so let us solve the differential equation. Okay, so hindi natin kailangan si dr at saka si r squared. So we have dr over r squared. Then dito sa baba, hindi natin kailangan dito sa right side, hindi natin kailangan si tangent theta. So tanggal to, tanggal din to. Okay, so we have what? Negative d theta over tangent theta is equivalent to 1/2 r times dr over r squared. Then simplify, no? So we have negative cotangent theta d theta. Since alam natin, no, sa identities, 1 over tangent theta is equivalent to cotangent theta. Okay? Then we have 1/2. Okay, so r divided by r squared. So tanggal yung isang r. Okay, so we have dr over r. Ayan. Okay, so pwede na tayo ngayon mag-integrate. So we have the integral of negative cotangent theta, no? So that is what? Negative ln ng sine theta. Okay, which is equivalent to 1/2 ln, okay, ng r, obviously, then plus c. Okay, so before we proceed with the e operator, let us first simplify. No, ano ang i-multiply ko? So I will multiply negative 2. Bakit? Ayokong magkaroon ng complexity si sine theta. Kasi kapag ginamitan ko siya nung negative ln a na rule, diba, that will be ln of a raised to negative 1. So magkakaroon ng reciprocal. And ayoko makakita ng cosecant, diba? It would complicate the final answer. So instead, lipat ko na lang siya dito sa may r. Mas madali siyang makuha kapag nandito sa r. Okay, so we have, so cancel din to. So we have what? 2 ln sine theta. Tsaka para, ito, may papakita ko sa inyo. So we have negative ln r plus c. Okay, so para ma-isolate ko si c, no, lipat ko si ln r sa kabila. Kaya yung negative sign, no, nagkaroon siya ng important role kasi ginawa niyang positive ngayon yung ln r ko. Mas madali ko siya may evaluate. So, ito, pwede ko na ilipat to as exponent ni sine. So we have ln of sine squared theta plus ln r is equal to c. Applying rules of natural logarithms, no? So we have ln of r sine squared theta is equal to c. Then para matanggal ko si ln, of course, apply ako ng e operator. Then we know that e raised to c is just simply c. Therefore, the solution, okay, or the orthogonal trajectory to the given differential equation is what? R sine squared theta is equal to c. Lahat ng curves na nagfo-fall under this form, okay, is orthogonal to the given function. Anong yung given function natin? A is equal to r squared cosine theta. Okay? So, yun. Okay, so for reference, no, this is sige, let me draw the yung waves, yung waveform ng tawag dito, ng cosine theta and ng sine theta. Okay, so This is not to scale kasi of course, iba ang graph ng sine theta sa sine squared theta. Pero para lang may idea kayo. Kasi actually, no, sine theta is 90 degrees phase shifted compared to cosine theta. So if sine theta starts from the origin, ayan, this is one full wave of sine theta. One full wave of cosine theta is mag-start dito. Ayan. Okay, so sa lahat ng point of tangency dito, point of intersection rather, meron kang 90 degree angle. And from here to here, okay, let's say from here going here, this is pi over 2, which is equivalent to 90 degrees. Okay, just for reference, no? Ayan, not to scale. Again, disclaimer, not to scale. Magkaiba po ang graph ng sine squared theta sa sine theta. Okay, mas malaki si sine squared, of course. Okay, so that's it, no? That is for orthogonal trajectories. I hope you learned something. Okay, so if there are any questions, feel free to approach or comment on below. Okay, I'll try to answer as fast as I can. Thank you very much. Have a great day.